Hey guys, welcome to the 96th episode of the Soda Pop Podcast. As always, I'm your host of Frozen Stratos. Here with me today we have
Josh.
We're nearing 100, so it's nice to say that we are once again presented by Zaia.
That's true. Well, it's not technically. That's Malunis, by the way. Hey, we've got a tiny bit of information, I guess, to walk through, but it is quite interesting. It all comes from the Candy Toy news blog, but we did actually have a podcast topic this week, and that relates back to what we talked about last week or in the last episode for the Simp survey. And I know, I know. In that last one, I said we weren't going to have a topic on it, but you know what? I threw it to you guys, and you guys answered. So I do kind of want to dive into what you guys wanted out of the new simp line. But yeah, before all of that, I just want to pay a passing mention to some magazine scans of Shokugan modeling project's Gao King. Because I saw those floating around again, like new ones, new images.
What was there again?
I think so. I saw Ranger Board talking about it.
What was different? Is it like gray prototypes this time instead of the apparently CGI
It's not
ones?
gray prototypes. It looks like actual prototypes and not CG stuff. So they are getting further and further. Yeah.
Now that you say that, I think I do remember seeing that like passingly this week.
Yeah, passing, because like it's.
I've seen this thing so many times.
I know. I'm primarily waiting for, a full-on blog post, because like it's strange when things leak for this line. It's like we're gonna learn about it soon, and like with way more inside information. You can tell us what we're gonna get and what we're gonna see, but the blog actually gives us something new, something above the scans, and nothing is more indicative of that than when Saber got revealed before, like I think the day before it was gonna be revealed in the blog.
And that's the difference between someone who's just following the leaks and people who are actually reading the blog.
That's right. Yeah. Anyway, I just wanted to pay a passing mention. Those are there if you want to check them out. There might be links in the description. I don't know. I probably have to dig them up or something. Outside of that, let's move into the Kamen Rider Candy Toy blog, where we get our very first glimpses of AI 13. 14? Which one are we on?
Again, we
15 maybe. I don't know.
Like I always say in our own Discord, every time it comes time for the blog post, we kind of just make predictions in advance. And I just brought up how, hey, we've been saying Primitive Dragon for weeks now, and now we got Primitive Dragon and Elemental Dragon. What are they going to reveal for Saber? And then I think the prevailing opinion was probably more 01 just for the hell of it.
It's honestly, if we go too long without 01 information, I start to get sus.
I didn't even think about the idea that the V Cinema came out in theaters this past week. It would have been that makes a lot of sense now.
I was about to say, we've gotten the teaser, an official one at this point, for Vulcan and Valkyrie's Visa Next release. And despite that, I forgot that this is already out.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh yeah, this actually makes sense. This is timely.
Because they're doing it really weirdly, because it came out in theaters like yesterday or 2 days ago, but it's not coming out in DVD until July.
Oh, that's farther than I was expecting.
Yeah, that's much farther. But hey, at least these are connected to the media that they are from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, honestly,
I mean, to be fair, the figures are going to be out in May, so it's going to be right in that middle.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, the blog, at least, the blog is typically 1 or 2 days off from, or at least it used to be 1 or 2 days off from when it debuts in the show, or that day. But then Primitive Dragon was weeks ago. And then these guys come in, 01, and they're like, hey, this came out yesterday or 2 days ago. Let's talk about them. Actually.
I feel like some combination of COVID and the weeks of Soto Chronicle news, I think something got really jumbled up with their plans.
Also, what's really strange is that we got these new 01 forms announced here, but the movie that they came from was announced after the release of the Saber movie that we've yet to see any figures from at all.
that was the other thing.
Of course.
Yeah, that was the other prediction, was maybe Falchion, maybe Emotional Dragon. The merchandise is out now.
Yeah. Emotional Dragon, I feel like they're just going to fill in and be like, yep, sorry that took so long. But Falchion at least we'll probably see him soon. That's all I'm saying.
Like, I have a feeling... I thought Emotional Dragon, that was gonna be a magazine figure.
Nope. The magazine is actually...
Emotional Dragon's from the movie.
Yeah, Emotional Dragon is the movie form.
That's the Forza
is
Shield
a magazine form.
Oh, right. Okay, I remember now.
Right.
Yeah.
That one I'm sure will be a Telebikun pack-in. If not that, then maybe they save it for the big box at the end or something. But I'm expecting it to be a pack-in.
But yeah, anyway, this figure both these figures fuel my sort of theory. I don't know if it's a theory or just how they accidentally ended up having to release these, but like, I wonder if they can save money on these figures in some capacity and pour more budget into the development of the new mold with Saber stuff. Because these, I feel like there's gotta be. But then again, we take a look at MetsubouJinrai, and they have to go back and forth, with the production the
Mega House,
the manufacturer, Mega House, to like change the ball joint, the shoulder, and all that stuff, like by 0.0 millimeters.
I mean, if anything, I can tell you MetsubouJinrai did not get the paint budget. That's for sure.
Wow, it absolutely did not.
I mean, did Zaia?
Oh boy. I mean, he didn't.
Zaia fared a lot better than MetsubouJinrai did.
Yeah,
I
I agree.
That more basic stickers can do
MetsubouJinrai
that.
is sitting here he's sitting over here rivaling another O's for absolute ridiculousness.
Yeah. And there's, I am dreading trying to sticker that chest plate, because it does look like one big one.
Because I love this suit so much, and it's just like the only figure it's ever gonna get. So many stickers on it.
I'm sure Figuarts will probably care a little bit, since they've got 3/4 of the MetsubouJinrai crew already made.
That's true.
And the fact that it's appearing in the next V Cinema 2, that means it has a good chance.
Yeah.
Because it's on the poster for the new one.
So with these out of the way, what is our 01 tally? What do we still have left to do? Yeah.
Realizing Hopper.
Yeah, obviously realizing Hopper, and the clear blue realizing Hopper.
So, as for the Saber line, the only thing that would be left in Saber would be
I don't care about
Hopper.
Saber.
Well, no, I'm talking about like released during the Saber line.
Oh, okay.
Would be realizing Hopper, because I know we'll get the new Valkyrie form, but that probably will not be until the next Rider series.
Yeah.
And then I'm assuming Vulcan has a new form since he has that key we haven't seen.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's.
I don't know why they didn't show it, to be honest. Though it's weird.
I was gonna say, I have a feeling that they're just saving it because they think of him as top billing, but I think that there's a victory in Valkyrie being revealed first.
Oh yeah,
sure, yeah.
there's just a victory in
Also,
Valkyrie getting a form that wasn't what we were expecting it to be. With
Yeah.
Jackal in the shot riser.
That's true, actually. This was brought up in our Discord as well. Do you think that since it's easy to lump together Ames and Zaia, do you think that we might see a Thouser form somewhere in this? Like,
I wonder.
Are
I
people?
was just thinking about it tonight.
Are
with,
people okay with a guy at this point, or is it okay to just kind of give him the Necrone treatment and just give him a power up in this movie instead of giving him his own movie?
What I was thinking was,
I feel like you can take a look at the sales for his belt.
Oh,
that's true. He's built in that, so.
That would probably influence Toei and Bandai's decision to keep using that character.
I was thinking about it tonight, though, and I don't know if they would do it for a Thouser form or not, but I actually didn't even really realize it until I was looking at Zaia here on the Soda blog tonight. I forgot, or I guess I just didn't really care, but they haven't actually announced any toy release for the new keys that Zaia uses.
Huh.
In the Thousand Driver.
I guess throw it in the bin with that red spider thing from Bill.
Yeah,
I was
exactly.
just about to say,
but I wonder if they would in Metal Builds bottles.
Yeah.
But I wonder
what were those made for? They're made for selling toys, right? And then they just didn't do it.
I will never ever understand ever when they make something in a movie and then just don't release it as a toy. It doesn't make any sense.
The Kill Bill Spire one does kind of confuse me because I don't remember which one it resembles, but I think the way that it moves when it's plugged into the belt is reminiscent of either the Cross Dragon or the Grease Perfect Kingdom device. Like one of those. It's almost like it's a retool.
I mean, they're both. Yeah. Well, the Kingdom device is basically like a retool of Kill Bill Spider, but the general concept is based from the Cross Dragons.
Right.
It's
the tail and head flipping up.
It's just that device Gates's wizard armor. It's this feels like it was designed to be a toy, but there's not a toy that actually does this.
Oh yeah,
that's true.
I mean, and you have things in the past the Bane Bane tank shot, and the Yujo burst icon, and things that were just why did we never get those? It just doesn't make sense.
They focused on Gem for the DVD releases, but I swear they could have packed in the tank one with that one because that's where it's actually used.
Oh, 100%, 100%. And going back to the building for a second, the 2 tank bottles for Metal Build. You didn't have to make a new bottle. You just had to make it out of translucent black plastic. You didn't have to do anything.
Just fart the mold out again. What are you doing?
Yeah.
I was wondering for the longest time because when they didn't release the Kill Bill Spider, I was expecting them to announce the Kill Bill Spider with the 2 bottles in one set because that'd be easy. Mm-hmm. You could do that.
Mm-hmm.
But they didn't. They're like, nah, we're good. I don't get it.
No one cares.
But yeah, But back to my original point, it was I realized they never released these 2 keys for Zaia, so I don't know if, since these 2 V cinemas seem to be so interconnected, I don't know if maybe they're going to appear again in the new one, and then maybe they'll get a release from that or something, because I don't know what they do in the movie, what significance they have in this one.
I have a...
I mean, honestly, no.
Okay, I got something that's in favor of that theory. These Progrite keys do way more than the full bottles or the Kill Bill Spider. So maybe they're more substantial.
But they're connected to a belt
substantial.
That is on clearance everywhere, and nobody wants.
See, that's the thing. They didn't even bother to repaint the Thousand Driver because they knew no one would want it a second time. No one wanted it the first time.
Yeah.
That's
and you could probably use one of the keys in a regular driver, but the other one, that's a backwards key.
Well, the other thing is that the backwards key isn't even a key. In the original Thousand Driver, it's just literally a hunk of hollow plastic.
Huh.
Because it plugs in. All it does is it hits the button to initiate the transformation sequence. and then you put the other key in.
So one key does something.
But
one key is substantial.
Yeah, one key does.
That's more than the kill the spider.
You see from the belt, he would need both of them. So
even if it's just one key.
Well, anyway, he has 1,000 Jacker.
Yeah,
and we've seen this like a billion times already. This isn't the
like
new
those,
mold, though.
I was about to say
I like those rider weapons that just appear 1,000 times.
1,000 Jacker.
Oh, there it is.
Right.
I should have said that.
Yeah, I guess by virtue of not mentioning anything about this other than, hey, we were actually told in advance, I guess we can just assume that this isn't like a reissue of the recent reveal.
Probably not. And I kind of wish that it was, because it's such a good variant of that mold.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
oh, it's so good.
I don't need the extended part. I just want the swappable the progress key ports. Yeah. That was really cool. I like that. Yeah. Bring that back.
At the very least, I guess the benefit is the one with the swappable keys. It's not specifically just for Eden, right? It's just also just regular for Thouser. Like, does the keys actually correspond?
I think all the keys that it came with.
Well, yeah, I guess.
Well, I think all the keys were Eden corresponding.
Because I was going to say, if it's...
Because it was, if I remember correctly, it was, what was it? Hell Rising Hopper, 02, Eden. Maybe there was Thouser's key in there. I just remember those three.
Okay. I was going to make the argument of you could give this one to Eden, and then, like, I don't know, just swap these weapons around until you decide which rider gets the one with the swappable progress keys.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm glad it's another copy that's also cast in black, so that's nice. It's accurate.
That's true. Yeah, I agree. That's good for this. But the stickers, this is more the layout of the second time that we got it, not the first time. Yeah. So like, you still are gonna have to sticker the tip of it, like with Eden's, which is unfortunate.
That's the only one I even have, so that's the only experience I've had with that
true.
Version of it. I'm looking at it right now across the room.
Yeah, all right.
Nothing but right. The attaché arrow. Right.
Yes, yeah. So
we should have thought of this. Did anyone bring this up prior that we didn't get this specific version and that it could have come with this? Because this was a good idea to do it.
Yeah, this is a good idea.
Yeah.
When we were doing our little sticker stream on Thursday and I got to the attaché arrow, I was thinking to myself, oh yeah, they didn't do one that's pulled back and has the key in it.
That's true. You know what they also didn't do? They didn't do the case!
Yeah!
Where's the case?
Again, from our own Discord, I think it was Blade Raider who said, I like that we got all 4 versions of the attaché arrow and still no cases.
See, yeah.
Here's the deal.
We gotta get on their case about the case. There are 2 of them that they need to do.
Now that we know for sure, because of things happening, that we're likely going to get 01 figures into 2022, we still got chances, but they better not wrap this up with giving us those other cases.
Oh, I know. Like you said, we're still going to be getting some 01 figures. It's never over.
It's never over.
So we have an opportunity. They can do it. I'm sure that there is a prototype swimming around in G's desk, just waiting to be produced. Just give it to me.
Right next
Mark
to
that for when that actually happens. Mark this moment for when that actually happens.
When it comes to Zaia also, when it comes to Zaia also getting the weapon, I made the joke of G just being like, "You sure you don't want me just to include some extra fists? I mean, I could probably use those for Thouser." Oh, Thouser, the dog. We never did do the dog. Can we pay for the likeness? And they're just like, "Gee, I swear to God!"
Oh my God, yeah. I want the dog. Also, there's something here that I really want more context on and a better translation of. It's right underneath the attach arrow. It says it took 1.5 years to finally reach the 4th type. It seems that it is unique to the movement, unique to Soto, that it is possible to reproduce such a small difference in specifications. But the weapon of Soto 100 years later can be completely deformed and linked with one type. It will be possible to attach and detach items. Good luck, future charge, and Mega House design charge, Mr. S. No relation. Also, please save this article until 100 years later. I think they're saying that these will hopefully still be used, or like you.
All I got out of that was that we're still going to get 01.
I think that was a joke, by
the way. Like he's saving a message. he's saving a message for the person who is in charge 100 years later, about the weapons of Soto, and how they
Corey
be transformed.
The joke is that he's saying 100 years from now these will be completely transformable. He's joking about how far a tech. Yes. I think he's implying that it would then be like as customizable as figure arts, maybe. Where it's like, oh, now you get a tiny little progress key you can shove in there. That's the joke.
I don't know if I want that future. The transformation, sure, but like I don't want the tiniest of accessories. Because there, like, no amount of being in the future will make
future plastic
more sturdy for that to be accommodating. But I don't know, maybe we'll switch to something else more sustainable and denser than plastic. Maybe. I don't know. Anyway, hey, these molds, you think they're the same? No, they're not. I think that the actual suit for Zaia, so correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's like Bowser's undersuit with some of the armor for the arms and legs of Arc Zero. So then,
yeah, that looks right.
Yeah, so they had to recreate that here with a new mold.
Of course.
Yeah. Just because their suits are modular doesn't mean that the Soto figures are in that way. They are still kind of modular. Also, they ran into an issue. We really wanted to use Hirobi's mold for the arms for MetsubouJinrai, but we can't since he has the stinger. Thankfully, Jin has pretty much the same arms, so we used that mold. But speaking of the arms, they ran into another issue. The shoulder pad is so weird on this figure. Not many times do we get a figure with an integrated shoulder pad that is connected to the chest piece. So initially they wanted the shoulder pad, like on most Soto figures, to be a separate part and have it be articulated a little bit and just, move out of the way. But they couldn't because it's like I said, just so integrated into the armor. What they did instead was they just made that all one piece and messed with the tolerances on the shoulders, like the actual arm, to make it so that they could put in as much articulation as they could. Thank you. I'm sorry you had to do that. Thank you so much for doing that for us. That's awesome. I appreciate it. You did a great job. You did such a good job, you guys. I'm very proud of you. Thank you so much. Yeah.
I would not have noticed.
I was going to say, these writers
I wouldn't have either.
Using the Force Riser do have some really weird armor designs. Like, that was something that came up back when they were first revealed for Soto. Because they had to make the entirely new ball joint arm.
Yeah, and on top of that, they tried out that new stamping, or the printing thing. Not printing, but to get that detail pattern on the chest.
Yeah, the grading.
Yeah, the grading. Yeah, that's cool. Anyway, all that to say, this comes out May. So look forward to it. Or if you're in the future listening to this and it's already out, hope you're having fun with it. This is just some backstory for it. Hell yeah.
Wasn't that one sticker of MetsubouJinrai sure was a pain, wasn't it?
Oh yeah. Didn't that suck a lot of it? How did you press it into the crevasses? Did you?
No.
Did you try? Do you care? Is it... Future you, is it still in the box? Did you not take it out of the box yet? Did you purchase it and not sticker it yet? What are you doing? Why have you left it that way? But if you haven't, if you actually did take it out, good job. You did such a good job.
And if you haven't, join us on YouTube on Thursdays.
Hell yeah. Boom! There it is.
Perfect.
Anyway, I believe that's it for the blog proper. So let's sort of dive into your guys' thoughts on what you would want out of the simp surveys. Let's see. I believe there was only the one person who talked about it. Two people. So Dresden Nova says, I realize... Oh, no, wait. His votes are Battle Fever Robo, Wyndham, King Pyramiter, and Ultroid Zero. Oh my god. Ultroid Zero. That would be good. I would love one of those. Yeah.
Which it sounds like you both know what this one is. I don't know.
Oh, it's
Is it?
It's the fourth robot from Ultraman Z.
Yeah. It's really cool.
Which they didn't really make like a figure of, except for the Ultra Hero series vinyl.
Mm-hmm.
Pyramiter, is that one of the Sentai ones? Sentai Power Rangers?
King?
Yeah, that's Pyramidas from Zeo.
Oh, okay.
That's why.
Yeah,
that's why I thought of it.
Right. Yeah. Let's see. And then...
But yeah, I would second that. King Pyramiter's awesome. I would love that.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's fun.
Then we also have EL94 who says, I vote for Time Robo, Dyreno, and Kiryu Mechagodzilla. Can't think of a fourth entry at the time, but it would have been the 1993 version of Mechagodzilla.
Mm-hmm.
What's Kiryu Mechagodzilla? That's just dinosaur, right?
Yeah, I was about to say, that sounds a little redundant.
Well, I mean, Godzilla isn't a dinosaur.
He looks it. He's got the vibe.
Yeah, roundabout.
Does he have... Is it slimmer? Is it more like a T-Rex?
I mean, it's T-Rex-esque. If it had...
No, I mean, the Kiryu version, I mean.
Oh, that I have no idea. Let's look that up right now and find out. Kiryu Mechagodzilla. Let's see what you have for us today.
Did you just say Mechagodzilla?
I did.
Metsubouji.
Wow.
I don't know. I've seen it before. I just did not realize this was a distinct version. It has, like, cannons on its back, and it's all cool looking. I mean, most times Mechagodzilla is cool, so that's not a surprise. Yeah. But, I don't know, it looks nice.
What cannons?
Yeah. Yeah, Godzilla stuff was in there. I do kind of want to see more from that. But I still want to see some Bubblegum Crisis 2040. If you have an open slot, throw a vote in there for Bubblegum Crisis 2040.
Were these?
You'll love to see it.
I don't know if these. I don't know if you presented it with the context of that. What's the line called? Alternative to Destiny, the one that's redesigns. But I could see like something like Wyndham or Sevangar looking really interesting if you did like a really hightailed redesign of those.
I feel like Savenger was already
again alternative Destiny. Yeah. Oh, okay.
I recognize that, but like, I don't know what you could. I mean, I guess you could make it slimmer, sleeker, cooler, but like that's kind of not the point of Avenger.
I mean, yeah, that's the thing, is that the thing about the design is it looks very much like a Showa design, and I think that Alternative Destiny's kind of motive is to make it look a little bit more modern. So I'd be interested to see how it does that with such a challenging design.
That's true. I just feel like if you make it slimmer, sleeker, cooler, and more detail, then you kind of miss like the integral parts of Avenger being a dumpy, honking boy that you love. And you want to give a hug to.
It's not because I think it's a good idea. It's just like, I want to see what they do with that idea. Like,
you want to throw it through the filter and see what comes out on the other side.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, all right. I'm gonna do a real quick check because I did mention this on the Soda Pop News episode, so I'm gonna check to see if anybody in the comments had said anything about what their potential picks would have been. Yeah, I don't know. Did you guys come up with any other ones, or do you have any other wants or needs coming off of this?
When it comes to like, I don't know, just if I'm not even thinking of redesigns, I have watched a little bit of Forza recently. Power Dizer would be neat. Have like a big transforming one that's also like a model kit.
That would be cool. Yeah, I would like one that's actually in scale with my 4-inch figures.
Yeah, but also, having said that, SIC is made of Forza. So what if we get a really cool redesign of Power Dizer to go with it?
When you mentioned Forza, my mind immediately jumped to SIC.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
The one with the stupid, thick limbs.
But I love it. I love that.
Yes.
It's so impractical, but it's so like turning the aesthetic dial all the way up and the practicality all the way down into the negative.
It's the photo of him doing the sassy walk that just sells it for me.
What I really want to see in Alternative Destiny is G3 and any number of his different versions.
Especially G3 Mao.
I love that loadout so much. Same goes for Fies. I would like to see that as well.
Yeah, G3 Mao for the win.
Yes, G3 Mao doesn't have enough items for me to care. I want the full G3 loadout.
Nah,
I want the bike. I want the whole thing. Give me all of that. And I guess
it's like, hey, technically, I was about to say, technically, vehicles are on the table. G3 trailer.
Don't do that to me, man, because I want it.
That is so cool. If you could have the whole like suit up station, and you could like put the Shodo figure in there. Oh, that'd be awesome.
I love trailer armor trailers that launch other vehicles as a play pattern. Like I was on Target's app the other day, and it said, "Oh hey, there's BOGO 50% on some toys." And I check it out. I'm scrolling through it, and I see this Paw Patrol thing that is a huge trailer, and it has like 3 different motorcycles that connect to it, and a whole bunch of other cool stuff. And I was like, I don't care for dog friends as a toy, but man, do I want this. This is such a strange thing for dogs to be having having their paws on, but man, I want it. I don't know. Trailers are cool, dude. There's even, I think, even Bubblegum Crisis has a trailer that launches their or at least one of their motorcycles. Those motorcycles do transform and combine with the pilot. Give me all of it.
I had something like that for the Pixar Cars movie. It was like Mac, but you could put Lightning McQueen inside of it. Like,
oh, dude, always the Lightning collection with you.
Wow.
Chow.
You really spun that around, you spin master.
Oh wow! Oh wow! Oh wow! Oh wow! You did that one, huh? Wow! I can't tell if that was good or not. I'm just shocked. Taken aback, really. I did find Year 2, Wave 2 today, parts of it. So I am thinking of going out after we record and hunting down a few more of those.
Nice.
But yeah. Main point, more trailers that launch vehicles that have cool pilots. That's what we need. That's what we want. I feel like that's a good enough note to go out on. Are you guys good? Yeah. How much time have we gotten here? It's only been this is a short show.
Well, I mean, there wasn't much to talk about. We didn't have more simp stuff. We didn't have
You're right.
Yudo or Shodo or anything. So
yeah.
I would argue that we talked about the model kit stuff last week, right?
Yes. Yeah.
That we've done plenty of simping for now.
We have. But I don't have a transition for what Malunis just said. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked the episode, hit the like button. Subscribe if you want to hear more from us each week, or whenever these happen. If you're on an audio platform, do what that does and do the good thumbs up on those and the stars if that happens on it.
I have
also
two shameless plugs. First one, Corey, you mentioned the pre-orders for shodo-x on Premium Bandai Japan to close, but Bluefin's still going on. Is that still that's may or may not still be going on by the time this episode goes up? But
maybe I didn't want to make promises. Maybe.
No, I just realized that as I was saying it, they're still up, right? And then I realized, oh wait, this might be going up several weeks later. Well, at least worth noting for the future.
That's true.
This is apparently going on longer than Premium Bandai Japan. Get on
that's it. Because their shipments are a month or two late.
That's right. It's the second.
Yeah. So it's like a second run. So that's
because they're I think July and July. Is it July? July or August? One of those two. While in Japan, it's June.
When those first went up, I think we already knew that it was a second shipment, basically. And I brought up how they do that on Premium Bandai Japan. That's now in a different context for me because of SMP. Because they specifically said with SMP, we're going to factor in the fact that people outside of Japan are pre-ordering this stuff. It's
that's fun.
Yeah.
I can't... how does that work with licensing Sentai and Power Rangers? How is that going to work?
I've never understood that. I don't get it at all.
Yeah.
You know
what the deal is?
You know what? These don't involve Sentai, so maybe that isn't a factor.
I mean, some of them don't, but a large majority of what the West knows about it is maybe it's because it's a model kit category. And Hasbro is not doing anything with the model kit category. Potentially. I don't know. And it's Sentai, so it's different? Question mark?
I don't know.
I don't know how rights work. I don't care to know. What is your second shameless plug, my friend?
So on Tokusatsu Network, we have a Patreon. And on there, we have an exclusive podcast. I was on the most recent one, where we did a watch-along for Kamen Rider Forzano's movie Tyson Megamax.
Oh, shit! The best movie!
Yeah! I told them,
the second best movie.
What is your favorite one, the Pac-Man one?
No. My favorite is Driving Gaim.
Oh,
that's
okay. That's third for me. My tier list goes Megamax, Pac-Man, and then Drive Gaim, and then I think below that is A to Z. I think
I don't really have a list of movies, but I will say that Megamax is the number one, and rewatching it, hey, yeah, that still stands.
Yeah, it's such a good movie.
Oh, it is great. Don't get me wrong.
Oh, and also
it has
when it
Aqua
comes
in
to
it, so it wins that. So
I'll also say, this podcast that we're recording right now will go up well after that one, so don't worry about that. It'll be up on the 29th, I believe.
Sweet. Oh wow, that's close.
cool.
And for your convenience, I have altered the link in the description that shows my contact information.
Mm-hmm.
I edited the part where I said I'm in Tokunet to also link to the Patreon. So
nice, very good.
For your convenience.
So, cool.
Yeah, if you're in a position to help out everybody over at the Tokusatsu Network, definitely go do that. They make some really awesome stuff. They have interviews. They do tons of cool stuff. You should be over there. Why are you here? Be over there. This is almost over. Thank you so much for watching. There are links in the description also to help support the Black Lives Matter movement, and some links for anti-Asian violence resources. Check those out. Educate yourself. It's a good time. Well, it's a time, but it's an important time to have.
It's a good cause.
It's a good cause. Thank you so much for watching. Keep it.
See ya.
Presented by Zaia.
MetsubouJinrai! Quartet with unified will. Go to Utopia.
衝動は